Good Samaritans. Without their courage, where would we be? Today we're celebrating the men and women who put themselves on the line to set creatures free when they find themselves in sticky situations. So dig yourself a comfortable spot and enjoy these rescue rangers in action. This is Life on the Edge. Coming up in part 1, we're saving sea life. From humongous whale sharks to terrified turtles. But first, we have a real-life Troy Tempest and a young stingray in need. This is the story of hero diver DONARUN Das, who came across a struggling ray off the coast of Pondicherry, India. The ray was trapped and dying in a ghost fishing net, but the brave SCUBA pro came to its aid, using his diving knife to free the critter. Next, this poor guy got stuck under a rock during high tide, but thankfully a group of legends were on hand to help him out. Behind the camera is teacher Ethan KASS, who filmed this stingray rescue off the coast of KAWELO Beach in Australia. It took a number of people quite a while to save the creature because, let's be honest, they are heavier than you think.
There we go.
Now, these divers are about to do something very special off the coast of Indonesia. Stumbling across 4 whale sharks off the coast stuck in a massive fishing net, SCUBA pro TXUS and his colleagues had no choice but to head into the ocean to set them free. It wasn't an easy job either. The first 2 whale sharks escaped cleanly, but it was much harder to free the final 2 giants, as they were far more tangled. Fortunately, all was well in the end, and TXUS and Co are now considered, at least in the eyes of Life on the Edge, honorary rescue rangers. One stricken whale shark story to another, this time off the coast of Hawaii, where a family on vacation were on hand to save another gentle giant. KAPUA KAWELO and her husband Joby Roa were enjoying some snorkeling when they saw a monster 20-foot whale shark. Initially overjoyed, they quickly realised the beast was in deep trouble. Wrapped in a large fishing rope, it had become emaciated and its life was in danger. Fortunately, Joby is an experienced freediver and sprang into action. Holding his breath, he was somehow able to cut the animal free, almost certainly saving its life. What a legend. Family rescue number 2 now. Ali Monsef and his family were enjoying a day out on Levara Beach in Grenada when a dolphin washed up on the shore. First on the scene were his children, but they couldn't help the distressed animal. Fortunately, the dad was able to turn the creature around and drag it back into deeper water. Next, another moment caught on camera, another animal in dire straits thanks to ghost fishing nets. Scuba diver Rohan recorded this footage off the coast of Guinjata Bay in Mozambique, where he was forced to rescue a large leatherback turtle. Rohan claims it took a full hour to free the animal, but all was well in the end. What a hero. Still to come, rescuing friendly creatures is one thing, but what about when it's got serious teeth? That's next on Life on the Edge.
There's mine. Mine's out. Check this out.
Welcome back to Life on the Edge, where we're with tiger shark tagger ELLIOT Grant SUDAL, who's in the middle of saving an apex predator. ELLIOT loves sharks and tags them as part of a research program that tracks their migration patterns.
There it is.
So when he saw this massive tiger shark with a rusty hook caught in its jaws, he had to help. This happened off the coast of Sanibel Island in Florida, and the freshly tagged tiger shark safely swam away, hook-free. This group of sharks required more than one man to save them though. KORI, GARZA and ETOILE SMULDERS were part of a group diving off Indonesia when they stumbled across 5 stranded sharks. With the cameras rolling, the divers raced to save as many of them as they could, removing hooks and as much of the net as possible. Sadly, one shark succumbed to the situation, but the good news is 4 were freed and swam away. Next, the incredible moment a large pod of whales became stranded in the shallows of a remote island, only for locals to rush to their aid. In an amazing display of human spirit, these people on Stewart Island in New Zealand darted into the water to frantically push and splash the whales back into the open ocean. This isn't the first time this has happened. Pilot whales have died near the island before, but this time the residents were ready. JESS KANY filmed while the rescue took place, and fortunately all the whales escaped their ordeal. Shark Bay, Western Australia now, where another stranded whale has more to think about than just the low tide. Dave Riggs captured this remarkable event on camera as the whale tried to fend off approaches from hungry tiger sharks. This footage is only a snapshot of what happened to this behemoth. It was stuck there for a week fighting off predators before the sea was finally deep enough for it to escape. Next, we're not quite at sea now, but this is a pretty impressive rescue. Paul Bedard has worked with alligators for decades, and the pro trapper was called into action when this massive beast entered a family swimming pool in Parkland, Florida. This is a full-sized adult gator, 185 pounds, and while removing the monster from the homeowner's swimming pool, Paul is even able to casually chat. Amazing.
Yeah, there's no way that picture's going to be inside of him with an accident. You're all right, Bubba. You're all right, Bubba. Basically, dude.
So we found a gator in the ice, so we're going to go ahead and break through and pull her out and take her to a warmer pond.
This pair of dedicated reptile rescuers helped out a gator caught in the jaws of a cold snap. In Moscow, Colorado, Jason McDonald and Jay Young can be seen bravely searching for the cold-blooded creature beneath the ice. When they finally found the animal, they faced the tough task of carrying it to warmer waters, all while the cameras are rolling.
This is so cool.
Next, soaring his way through someone's porch in Ontario, Canada, is rescue ranger Brad Gates, all in the name of saving some adorable fox cubs.
Look at this little guy.
According to Brad, the mother fox had chosen the decking as her den and gave birth to a litter there. Brad was called in to relocate the cute critters.
Never seen one this young before. Oh my God.
From a nice warm den to a cold dark hole where British Shepherd Craig Ballantyne is digging one of his sheep out of the snow in Cumbria. Craig's wife Zoe kept the camera rolling while he dug like the devil. The result was an unbelievable video. Now, firefighters often get called to rescue cats, but it's pretty unusual for them to be called out to rescue a dog and a tortoise. That's what happened at Tracy Abayo's home in Fontana, California. After her two pets, Taylor the dog and Godzilla the tortoise, got stuck in a tunnel in her garden, the emergency men had to use all their nous to save the animals, including using lettuce to coax Godzilla out into the open. Now, this Coast Guard put himself at serious risk in the Milwaukee River in Wisconsin to save a puppy in the freezing water. Angresefa filmed on the banks of the river as the brave man did his best to get the dog homeward bound. If you thought that rescue was dramatic, this one took 40 hours. After a puppy fell between two rocks in the Banjara Hills in India, volunteers from Animal Warriors embarked on a painstaking rescue. After nearly 2 days, the puppy was hauled to safety.
Oh, look at that. Finding himself.
Still to come on Life on the Edge, a hysterical rescue of a monster snake.
Oh, look at that. Finding himself.
Welcome back to Life on the Edge. This is snake nut Nick Bishop in Florida's Everglades, doing his best to save a gigantic 13-foot python from certain death by wrestling it off the road.
Woo! I'm gonna have to go for it.
Nick actually made the journey from LA specifically to find snakes, but couldn't have dreamed of encountering this 13-foot monster. Next, we are back at sea in Hawaii, where marine scientist Tommy CUTT is attempting to free a stricken turtle after it was washed into a hole with the high tide. It can't escape because its shell has got stuck between the rocks. It's now down to Tommy to free the animal.
Little coyote pup, come here, buddy. Hey, man.
Finally, a heartwarming tale from California, where an amateur botanist found an abandoned coyote.
Hey, you gotta get over here. Come here. Hey.
Joey Santore was walking through fields in Siskiyou County when he found this emaciated creature trying to run away, but unable to.
No, it's okay. Hey.
Joey spent a while talking to the creature to calm it down and eventually was able to make some progress. We're so glad he filmed the whole thing because Joey's conversation with the stricken animal was awesome.
No, you're not that tough. Come here. Hey, you gotta go to a rehab facility or something. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. You know, and I just don't want to get bitten. I want to help you, but I don't want to get bitten. Anyway, I'm gonna take care of you.
Coming up next time on Life on the Edge, we're escaping to the wilderness. But this is no relaxing yoga retreat. We're going on full safari with the bravest pros and just about anyone with a camera phone. From the bizarre to the dramatic. Join us for the gnarliest safari imaginable next time on Life on the Edge.